we have a new initiative that we are going to introduce where there's less time between the disaster and the service that will be provided for those survivors.
In the immediate aftermath of a disaster, it can take an awfully long time from the point where the president declares that there is a federal level disaster, FEMA deploys resources, and eventually we are able to have disaster case management on site. We realized there was a huge need for kind of a state solution for disaster case management.
So it's our job to make sure we reach those folks as immediately as possible.
Imagine that your entire life has just been turned upside down, your home's been destroyed. It's absolutely critical that we have an apparatus to basically grab that disaster survivor by the hand and just pull them through what can be a very, very cumbersome process until they resume some sense of normalcy. We've been very fortunate to receive funding from the state to be able to develop this disaster recovery rapid implementation plan, and as a component of that, we have a reserve corps.
FEMA has had a reserve cadre for several years. We took that concept and applied it to South Carolina needs.
So it's our intent to have temporary employees in all 46 counties who can be deployed immediately after the disaster to help disaster survivors navigate the very complicated process of going after FEMA assistance, as well as connecting them with other resources to help address their unmet needs.
Based on the specific disaster, we will design the programming and take select members of the Reserve Corps who fit the profile of what we're going to do for a particular disaster and activate them.
We are currently seeking recent college graduates, former military, folks with a social work background to apply to join this Reserve Corps, receive training throughout the year, and then be available to be activated in the immediate aftermath of that disaster.
We'll be working with some of the disaster recovery centers, assisting with taking applications and helping direct them to FEMA resources.
We're incredibly excited about this effort and think it's going to go a long way towards helping get back to some sense of normalcy for these disaster survivors.